You're listening to Minority Mommies, hot girls with hot topics. Grab a seat because they are about to bring the heat.
Hello, hello, hello. This is our first episode of Quarantine Pandemic Minority Mommies. We're in my backyard right now, and so if you hear birds chirping, dogs barking, that is why.
It's our new setup.
Yeah.
You know, while this craziness is going on, we have to still put out content for our people, you know?
Exactly.
So here we are.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Maya.
I'm Maddie.
And I'm Mur.
This episode is called Just Don't Say That Shit.
Talking
Don't
about
say
The
it.
N-word.
the word y'all be loving to say. All y'all little whites, Asians, Hispanics, everybody, the black people. I just don't understand. So we're going to talk about it.
Let's discuss.
Lauren, you're going to take us back to the history.
Oh, okay. So, the word N-I-G-E-R.
Yeah.
N-I-G-E-R.
Originally first.
N-I-G-E-R means
So what
black.
are the two
Means,
Gs
it was
from?
Latin word, it just means black. And then once the slave ships came in, they changed it to N-E-G-A-R. N-E-G-A-R.
Okay.
N-E-G-A-R.
Okay.
And then once slavery happened, it was that was the hurtful derogatory term of N-I-G-G-E-R.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's
for
like,
slavery, they added the double G.
Yes.
When it got to
for,
that
for
point.
slavery,
When it got to
yes.
that
And that's
point,
when the KKK and everybody
Got it.
it is the hard R. Yes.
Wow.
Shit, I didn't even know that.
I didn't either,
Yeah,
honestly.
I didn't either.
I just knew that it was like, I knew that it changed, so like over time, but I didn't know that it was, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I didn't know that they changed it for a specific reason, like
But just
because
know that
of slavery.
like N-I-G-E-R is not like a bad term. It's just black. That's like the crayon says it.
Yeah.
Like it's just a
Oh,
black.
I
It's
get
just
it.
it's just black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what that is, like the Black River.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
But the hard R is something different.
The hard R.
And then when it came to
I thought it was
slavery,
spelled the same way all the time.
that's what I thought. I didn't know N-E-G-A-R was a thing.
N-E-G-A-R.
We're all learning something.
Pronounced how?
I don't know. Nigar? Nijar? Nigar? I don't know.
But when it comes to slavery,
But that was the first shipment of Africans that came in. That's why it was N-E-G-A-R.
Sheesh.
I lost my train of thought already.
What did you say, Mom?
Oh, I was going to talk about lynched.
Yeah.
And how lynching goes hand in hand with slavery. And, you know, like they would be like, oh, we have, I don't want to say the word, hard R for sale. And then, like, you know, the people would buy their slaves and then they would go and then they would lynch them. So I think when people say the term, they're just saying it because everybody's saying it. It's just a thing to say, but they're not really thinking like, okay, this goes way back. Like this is a historical word
Context
that you should
of it
know
is.
what you're saying before you just open your mouth and just say it, you know?
Right.
So yeah.
Like the word is linked with violence and brutality.
Yes,
at the end of the
exactly.
day.
And if you don't know what lynched is, lynching is just the act of hanging an African American, a black person. That's literally what lynched is. So if you didn't
Still
know,
current to this day.
exactly, just in more modern terms or modern acts.
Does anyone know where N-I-G-G-A came from?
Do you have
Not facts.
history on that?
I have a thought.
What's the thought? Well,
Just like slang, like people kind of just like try to switch it up a bit, not make it sound so harsh. So they just say nigga instead of ER.
Right.
It's like a slang thing. That's what I think, but I don't know.
I read that it said young black men who use the word say that they mean it with no offense attached. Like when you say, what's up, my nigga? It means like, what's up, my brother?
Okay.
Like to a home.
Yeah.
Like friend.
Like we take the negative term and make it into a positive by saying, "What's up, nigga?" Yeah.
Yeah. But even then, that kind of doesn't feel right.
know.
Because
To be
it's
saying.
like I mean, like I get the purpose of it, but it just does. I don't even. I'm trying to compare it to something else, but I can't think of anything else to compare it to. That's like the Nazi, like that whole situation. It's like Jewish people or like you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know how that whole thing went down with like the Nazis and the Jews and they were killing Jews and stuff? It'd be like that, but turning the word Nazi into, hey, Nazi. You know, like that's just
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Like, you know, like, it's like
Yeah.
The word faggot for like gay people.
But trying to make
people
it-
don't like that word faggot, but like two gay people can call each other that because it's like a funny term.
But like in
They
their
make it into a
own
positive in a
community.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says that to someone else, then it's like bringing them down.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird when you think.
But it's kind of like the B word when a guy says, you don't want to hear a guy calling you a B.
But then
when
you
the girl
say
saying,
it,
what's up, bitch?
Yeah, then it's
Or like your gay
fine.
best friend, what's up? You know? It's
Yeah.
just like,
So
it's just like that.
Meaning behind it before you say it, but sometimes just don't say it.
Exactly.
Right, just use other words.
Yeah. Literally.
Or
Oh, I was
Do you have
gonna
anything
talk
else to add?
for the history part. Not really. I know that it started off Negro in the 17th century, and then Negro evolved to the hard ER.
N-I-G-G-E-R. So do you think, I have a question. I'll throw it out there. Do you think people who use the term are racist or have like racial, no, just scratch that last part. Just do you think that they're racist?
So a non-black person using the term?
Yeah.
Do I think they're
Like in general, or like what do you mean in a sense?
Like, you could have a friend or something and like,
and they say it to you?
yeah, maybe.
'Cause
They say it to you or they just,
you're-
you hear them say it around
But sometimes,
you in your
like,
presence.
they're just not educated on it. Like, oh, what was it? I heard, who was it? Kendrick Lamar brought somebody on stage. Remember that story? He brought somebody on
yeah,
stage
yeah, yeah.
And one of the fans, and the song came on, and they were singing
said
it together,
it?
and
Oh,
she
she
said
said
it,
it,
but he
yeah.
stopped, and he was just like, he just educated her on the rights and wrongs of saying this word. Don't say the word. But she didn't know. She just wasn't educated on it to know. But she should have known.
But
But
then I'm like, it's
just
2020.
saying.
How do you not know? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but-
been around. Like, you
I think
should
that
know
was
not
like
to say it.
2017, 2015.
yeah, it was like
But,
back in
like-
the day a little bit, but it's still relevant.
I know. I still have friends who
Say it.
say it
But-
when they're around me, and like I need to start calling people out because
Yeah.
before I would just sit there and look at them and like kind of
"Oh
change
my
it to the next
God."
subject.
I
Yeah.
know.
It's like your heart's pounding. Like, did they just say
Yeah.
what I think they just say? And then you don't
Yeah.
say anything.
People say it so like comfortably, like they're like, oh, blah,
What's
blah,
up?
blah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
what's
like,
up, my
like it's just like fluent in their like everyday like language.
But they
you know?
shouldn't.
I also
I
heard
mean,
from. Oh wait, what more?
They hear it from songs, but still, it's not like I don't think it's an okay to say it, even if it's from like a song, a rap
me
song.
neither.
Yeah.
I heard people say also like, well, because we're also colored, like that gives us the right to say
Like a
the word.
minority?
Yeah, like because we're a
Oh.
minority, like we
So,
can
like,
say
colored people.
the N word, and I'm like,
But it's not
No.
the
Because they're like
same.
brown.
yeah,
skin?
because they're brown.
Oh, okay.
Like they can also
But
say the
you're
word.
not African American though. That's just the end.
That's not.
Like,
That's
at the
just
end of
not
the
the
day,
black experience. Like
Yeah,
that.
if you're not
It's the
African,
word is
yeah.
totally different for
black
them
people.
than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. Like, I mean, like others. I'm sure there's other ethnicities who have had their like experience with
derogatory. to
yeah,
whatever.
and like
Yeah.
things that happened in the past and stuff like that. But that word was specifically used for African Americans.
Like they literally called us that right before they lynched you. It's like
everywhere you go, it's signs everywhere.
Lynched,
You
yeah.
have different
the
water-
cereal boxes.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
said it was just the
Nigga,
word
this-
was just there.
yeah.
So it's a different
It's not the same.
connotation to it when it's used for us or
But
we
now
use
it's
it.
like homey and bonding almost. But then when
But then again, we don't say the hard R. We'll just say
Yeah.
the A.
Yeah, but then
We
in
call each
rap
other it.
songs, sometimes when they say the word, it's not friendly.
What do you mean?
No.
Okay.
Because like you use that word to be like, "What's up, my brother," or like "homie."
But
But,
then
in
they-
rap songs, they're like talking about like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot this," you know.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
Like cussing them out.
And I also was watching. I think it was Amanda Seales. She was talking about when Black people make these songs, they're making it for their Black people, and it's not their fault that a non-Black person
Catches
is
on.
and
Yeah.
singing this. Like it's not their fault. Like I'm not. They don't have to take the N-word out of their music because when they wrote it, it was the Black experience when they wrote it. Like I'm not gonna. Don't tone down. Don't censor your Black experience. Write your own lyrics the way you want to write your lyrics. But I'm sorry that a white person happens to be a fan of your music too.
Right.
Yeah,
They just can't say it.
And then
Makes sense.
they just shouldn't say it.
They shouldn't say it. They should
I
know not to
always
say
look out like. Here's a little exercise you guys could do when this pandemic is over. But I used to like go to the club and like a song will come on, right? And then you just like before they say the N word, I kind of just stand there in silence to see who's gonna say
I do
it.
that all the time. I'm like this. Before we go to Harlow, I'm like this.
Harlow, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna say
Say
it?
it.
And half of them,
yeah.
club
Really?
bar,
They say
it's
it
like,
hard.
nigga, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, like we have
What
to
do
get
you
out
do?
of here.
I just like give dirty
You can't
looks.
do anything because like
Yeah.
this big old crowd, but like
Yeah. Especially Harlow. There's like
Yeah.
barely any Blacks.
Right. So that's why I'm really looking like, I wonder who's going to say it and who's not going to say it.
Very true.
But yeah.
But I asked the racist question because I think that some people confuse being racist and being prejudiced. So I'm just going to educate you guys real quick.
Okay.
So racist is a person who shows or feels discrimination against people of other race who believes their race is superior to another. That's racist.
Okay.
Being prejudiced is a preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. So I'm sure, well, I've been prejudiced before. That's just me being honest. So an example of someone being prejudiced could be like, I do not like so-and-so because the fact that she's white. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's someone being prejudiced. So I think that sometimes people confuse, like, they're like, oh, Black people can't be racist, which is true, but Black people can definitely be prejudiced against other races as well as other races being prejudiced against Black people.
Got it.
So that's just the difference. And I just want to make sure everybody knows the difference between the two, because you can't walk around here just like, oh, they're racist, but they're not really racist. They're just prejudiced,
Different term for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And prejudice is your own opinion, how you feel about that specific race or gender.
So
or
you're like, all Black people are thugs, or Black men are
right, that's
thugs.
just being prejudiced.
Yes.
Because that's just your opinion.
Correct.
That's like maybe
That's what that
something that
means.
you've experienced before.
Or like you lock your car door when you see them walking by, you're like, oh my God, they're gonna rob me. That's
Right.
prejudice.
Yes. But racist is when one racial group has a superior title over the other racial group. That's racism. Yeah.
Let them know, sis.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Sip my
Okay,
babe.
wait. Now that we're on this topic, because I just said sis. Sometimes, I think I read, my friend Lauren posted this, and it was like, the term sis, like, do you get offended when somebody else not black says
Pause.
it? Like sis, like, hey sis, what's up, sis?
I don't even think about that word.
I don't get
to be honest.
offended
Think about
because I don't really
No.
use it like that.
No.
So
A lot of people get offended though.
Really?
From like what I've seen and what I've read, that they think the word cis is more towards like,
Black people.
yeah, like they wouldn't say it's not like the N word, but it's like it's more of like what you guys like would say, I guess.
Yeah, but it's kind of this.
yeah,
But it,
I don't even
I
use
say
it.
hey girl.
Yeah. Hey girl.
Or
Uh,
hey girlies.
I don't know.
But sis, yeah, people get mad though. That's
it's
what
kind of the same thing with mommy.
I know. we're
Minority
using
mommies. Yeah, but I mean, mommies could be used for what? Cute
It's
girls.
nothing
it's
compared
nothing.
to the N word.
Nothing.
No.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
But
definitely
sis.
not.
I was
Because I'm
comparing
just
sis
trying to
with
think
mommies.
of what people's excuses. Like, let us know what your excuse is for you using the word.
Your
like,
sorry
I know when we get
excuse.
to social media, somebody says something.
Your
and I was
sorry
like,
ass
huh?
excuse.
Like the excuse. Like, I just need to know more about why you feel the need, like,
To use it.
To use it.
Say it.
Like,
Uh-huh.
you could just not use. Like, who else are you using it to?
Right.
Right. Like your white friends?
Yeah, like, what up?
Nigga, like yeah, like no.
Don't use
What's
that.
up? Back.
I don't know.
I don't know. But let's get to the social media
But guys be
questions.
saying
This is
it,
going to be
though,
good.
of all race.
Yeah, they do.
Guys be saying it.
Yeah,
of
to
all race.
all. Yeah,
To like
they
their
do.
homie or their brother or whatever. That's
I
what
feel
guys
like
see.
that kind of makes it where it's like, well, if you're saying it to me, then it's okay for me to say it. Like, if black people
to
say
say
it,
If we said it to Mer,
yeah, or
That could be her
if she said it
excuse.
to Miranda,
Like, "Man,
or
call
if
me
like one
nigga."
of our guy friends said it to like one of our other friends who weren't wasn't black,
Mhm.
then I feel like it makes them feel like, okay, well, you said it to me, then like I have the right to say it.
And
I
that's
mean,
not the
like,
case.
In the group
You
chat,
shouldn't be
you
saying
guys
it.
are like, oh yeah, all y'all are my blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Because literally our group message is like all black people and then Mer.
It's like, does that include me?
but I was gonna ask
Yeah,
you,
it
how does
does
it make you
include you.
feel?
But
Like when we say it around you, does it make you feel uncomfortable, or are you
No.
just like whatever? Because
Yeah,
that's just
whatever.
black, and they're
Yeah,
just gonna
you
say
guys
what they
just-
say.
she just knows
Say
not
it.
to say it. And she has no
Yeah,
desire to
she's
say it.
Smart of all our friends.
She has
You
no
know, be
desire
like
to say it.
Miranda, okay? Be like Miranda.
Be like
I
Miranda.
just laugh because the way you guys say it sometimes is just like so harsh. I'm just like, what?
I know, because sometimes
wanna
like,
know.
that word has so many different like emotions,
Connotations to it,
connotations
yeah.
when it comes to it. Because sometimes as girls, like
guys say
women,
it
we
as a
talk
joke.
about
Yeah.
men like, fuck that nigga, he ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Kayla though, our friend
Yeah,
Kayla, shout
yeah.
out to you, Kayla. She hates when we say it. Like we'll say, and she'd be like, "Shut up!" Like she really
That's
hates
good,
it.
Kayla.
Yeah, like
We love
every
you,
time
Kayla.
we say, it, she's like, "Don't say that, Mike. Just don't say that." And I'm like, "Fuck, fine." Makes me feel bad, but I'm black. But like,
It makes
but-
her uncomfortable. Which,
which is
and that's
good.
supposed to make her
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
it should make her uncomfortable because she just that means like when she's out in the world, she gonna check everybody who's saying it. You know what I mean? So
Correct.
have to put that out there.
Oh,
Do you have any, like, for our friends who do say it, is there anything that you want to say that you didn't say to them
Stop.
then?
And it's not okay.
it's not okay.
Just don't say
Like it's happened before, where, like when like a song's on and somebody happens to say the word. Like, how did you feel when that what it happened before? It happened
I
before.
turned my head, honestly.
I was so embarrassed. I was just so embarrassed.
And I wanted somebody
looked
else
at my phone.
to speak up.
But
and that
somebody
person
did.
speak up.
I was like,
yes.
but it was so aggressive the way he said it.
But
No,
it's good though. That
it was good. It was
yeah.
needed.
But I wish I would have been the one to make that like uncomfortable situation, because like I'm black, and that is even though I know who that person is, like, you know, we've all been friends for a long time, but like at the end of the day, it's still a racial slur. Like at the end of the day, no matter what, it's still a racial slur that my great grandparents have to go through, their parents have to go through. Like your parents never had to go through something like that, or your family. So you should just be mindful of
The black experience.
of stuff like that. You just shouldn't say it. So
Yeah.
just don't
I
say
feel
it.
like if you guys hear it from other races, you guys should just speak up on it instead of
Yeah.
just like sitting there.
Letting it go.
Yeah, because it's not okay.
But I mean, yeah, you can let it go, but then also if it bugs you that much, then you can educate them on it, on like
Yeah.
how you feel
I
in the
think
history. But some people might not care, but some people might.
yeah, I know some
know?
people
I know a
don't.
lot of rappers get mad, like at their concerts and stuff, when they're singing their songs, and then
Scoot this way.
they say the
so I can
word,
see
and
your
then other
space.
people of different races
Are saying
like,
it.
say it.
Oh, so they see it in the audience.
Yeah, they do. They
were
were
like,
like, hold up.
I think YG does that, huh?
Don't say
Doesn't
it.
he like? I feel
Or
like he
some
points people out.
warn. They're like, if you're not black, don't say it, and then they'll continue with the.
But that you
the
shouldn't have
song.
to do that.
I know,
like,
but-
these non-black people should just know. It's common
don't.
sense.
But they don't.
Y'all don't have
Some
common
people
sense.
are like, since I grew up around them, I'ma
but
say it.
you're
Yeah,
not it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not the same. It's the truth. I'm gonna take another sip.
Yeah.
There's a fly on here, but
But let's get to the Insta questions, because those were heated today.
Socials.
Come on, Maddie.
Okay, so we asked, one question was, have you used the N-word and you weren't black? Be honest.
And what's the percentage?
So 63% of people, 63% of people said yes, and 37% of people said no.
That's a lot of yeses.
And that's a lot of yeses. And I know from looking at this, because it only said,
we could see profiles. Don't get it twisted.
You said be honest.
let me just say, like 100 people and up looked at our story, right?
Wait, but what was the question?
First one.
Have you used the N-word and you weren't black?
That one.
Be honest.
Oh,
100 people looked at our story, right?
Can I see?
yes.
And not that many people voted, and the people who didn't vote
Yep, she said it. I
say
heard
it
it.
for a fact. Like, I know that they say it.
Oh, she said it? Uh-oh.
She said yes.
She said it.
Maddie, you said it.
Wait, what?
I know, I'm shook.
But it's okay. I mean, it's not okay. Sorry.
See?
No, meaning
put
like
no?
we needed to know. We actually needed to know.
That's true. So next, so
And they were being honest. So let's talk about it.
I'm gonna who put no.
Thank you for
See,
being honest.
can I shout her out?
We
See,
love honesty.
yeah.
see, this is why I love you, Mel. I'm gonna shout her out. She said
She's
no.
So that no.
She
I know,
knew.
Mel's smart.
I know.
Melanie
Turdico.
You go, girl.
I know. Mur. No.
there.
But then we asked, like,
I mean, we love the honesty.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I'm saying.
And you know,
you're honest.
if you,
But the people
we're
in
here.
the-
Yeah, we're here to reiterate. Just don't say it. You know what I mean?
Just don't say it.
Don't say it. So if you're in the yes column, hopefully next month you're in the no column.
and then it says, if you answered yes, we want to know why you said it, or if you think the word "oh" is offensive.
Oh, we have a hummingbird in the building.
Bird.
Oh, cute.
Hey.
So, we got a lot of responses.
Let's see it. Let's
Wanna
read
read
them.
one?
Read one, Maya.
Oh.
Or Mer, somebody.
Ignorance in music. I no longer say it or allow others in my space to say it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like music is a big
It's a big
excuse.
part. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would say
It's in
that.
like most songs.
Yeah. Somebody else said I've heard it in a song lyric before further educating myself on what it truly meant.
Where do you see that?
At the top.
Oh, yeah. I've said it in a song lyric before.
Wow.
Do you really think?
One person said, "Can I say something?"
Yes.
One person said, "My partner is black. I'm Hispanic. He doesn't mind when I say it,
No, said he doesn't
who
mind
says
who
it.
says it.
but she might say it."
She does say it.
Exactly. So I just change it to when I say it.
No, but then she said I think it's something you just don't say out of respect. Not now, but I did in high school.
Okay.
So in high school she said it, but now
But now that she
her being
knows
older and educated.
it's offensive.
but her
But then
partner-
it's like this part was like his brother, on the other hand, doesn't tolerate it from anyone, even if they're black too. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some
I need to know more
some
about
people
that.
don't.
Yeah, like don't
just
like
say
it.
I don't know.
We have one that says, I was young and uneducated, had a feeling it was wrong, but still saying it in songs. And I know a lot of people like that too. At least you were acknowledging that. Then there's one more that says, only when I was an ignorant teenager who had no idea how hurtful the word was. I mean, as long as you're acknowledging that.
Right.
Right. That's
We asked for
at
them to
the
be
end of the day,
honest.
Just
What's
know
the other
what
one?
you're saying before you say it.
Everyone said no to this one, but then when you go back, like it doesn't add up. It says, have you used the N-word and you weren't black? And then you go to our answers and they're like, but we said it in songs. But then you go, if it's in one of the songs you hear, do you think it's a pass for you to say, oh, that's why I put it's a pass. Never mind. But they all said no. But they all said
know,
it
but
in
they
songs.
know they're not supposed to be saying it. But they're saying it. They're probably saying it in their car by themselves, driving to work. Nigga, you know. Just don't let me hear you saying it. Don't mouth it.
Not
I
other
don't want to
people,
hear it.
yeah.
And then here's one. It says, do you feel since majority of your friends are colored, it gives you the right to use the word to? Everyone said no.
Good.
But anybody said
Good.
yes?
No one said yes,
nobody?
actually.
No, that's good.
And then as a black person,
As a black person,
9%. As a black
What?
person, do you feel that your friends who do say it should be able to because they don't mean it like
yeah,
that?
some chick said yeah, and let me go see.
like, yeah, they, what do you mean they?
She
Okay.
said yes. I don't understand.
Uh-oh.
girl.
What'd she say?
Girly.
Why?
Oh, that's my cousin.
Oh, cousin. cousin. But that's different.
Better get
She's
your
black.
cousin.
She actually black, though. But
your cousin.
wait, let me read it again.
Wait, who vote for you?
My cousin.
As a black person, do you feel that your friends who do say it should be able to because they don't mean it like that? No.
It might have been an accident.
No, Maddie, no.
Get her.
Just trying to go for
She's like, my cousin.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cousin.
I'm gonna have
I
to
don't
hit her
care
up.
if we're besties. I don't care
Don't
if we're
say that.
cousins.
'Cause Murder
through
doesn't say it.
marriage. Yeah, just you don't know. You don't say.
You don't
stuff
get
like
no
that.
pass.
Yeah, there's no
No
passes,
pass.
buddy.
Okay,
So
so
funny. My cousin.
do you know where the word nigga first came from and why it was used?
what they
74% of you said yes. 5% of you, 26% of you said not at all. So the people who do say yes, I hope
Don't
you're
say
not saying it.
Right.
And the people who weren't educated, now you know not to say it.
it. Right.
Yeah.
Period.
It's all about education. That's what the mommies are here to do for you.
And then Lauren, you thought of this question. You talked
I
about
did. It says between the two words, do you think it's more acceptable to say in nigga or the hard R? Like
What they say.
Yeah.
And so
what
I
they said.
put yes or not at all trick question.
It is a trick question.
6% said yes.
Yes to what?
I says, is it more acceptable
It's
to
more
say
acceptable
nigga
to-
or the hard R?
Oh,
Like
okay.
which one is more which one is more
We should have
acceptable
had no
to say?
votes.
And then there was
Yeah, but I wanted to trip them up
Right,
to see
to
like,
see.
oh, I can just say nigga. You can't say any of them. Sorry. So it's a trick question.
and not at all got the 94% of
Thanks,
trick
guys.
question.
Smart.
And this one is saying, because it's what you grew up around, does that make it an excuse for you to continue saying in it?
That's the biggest
5%
too.
said yes, which was one vote.
Okay.
And then
Who was the
95% said no. Good job.
Nope.
So,
That's another
vote.
sorry excuse too. There's just no pass. You guys don't get a pass around here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, who was that one person?
There's just no pass.
So I also asked on Twitter the same questions, the same aspect of the questions, and Maya's going to read it off.
Yes. So the first one is, are you guilty of using nigga to your friends or in songs and you aren't black? And 71% said no, and 29% said yes.
And then,
So they don't feel guilty.
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I know, right? The next one says, do you think it's offensive to use the N-word if you aren't black? And 93% said yes.
Good
And
people.
7% said no.
Who's the 7?
But I just want to know who these percents are. You know, like,
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I just don't know. And then there's one more. It says, if you do say nigga, do you only use the word with your friends who are black? And 11% said yes, and 89% said no. So I'm just a little confused, Twitter. I don't understand, like, who's voting. I wish you could see who's voting, because I'm ready to call people out, because what do you mean no?
but
So
does it say if you're not black?
If you do say nigga, do you only use the word with your friends who are black?
So everyone who
But
said,
Maddie, somebody could take this as
Them being black?
Yes. So if you were black, you would say, yeah, you use it with your friends.
no.
No,
Oh.
right. See?
No, they don't.
If
They
you do
don't.
say
They are
nigga,
black. They still
do
say
you
it
only
to
use the
their-
word with your friends
their
who are,
white
who are
friends,
black?
Asian friends.
If you do say nigga,
She's trying to say it in different
Tongue
ways
twister.
to make it
if
sound
you
right.
do say nigga, do you only use the word with your friends who are black?
That means no. So that means Mer could be saying it, but she's using it with her soccer friends.
Uh-oh.
I'm not.
Got it. Yeah,
I'm
Twitter.
not.
What's
Yeah,
up?
Twitter's on something else.
Twitter, y'all on that rah shit.
Shady.
But it's
But yeah.
Twitter though.
But moral of the story is, just
Don't
don't
say that shit.
Don't
Don't say it.
touch my hair.
Don't say
Same with like, don't say the word.
And
You know?
don't use any derogatory slur. in
Any of
general,
them.
You know, like just don't use them because they're not
Throughout
nice.
all race.
Yeah, all races, all sexual orientations. Just keep your mouth shut. That's it.
Period.
Be saying that
Period, sis.
And if you
Period.
don't want to listen, unfollow.
Oh.
She said it.
Period.
But thanks for everybody who voted.
I know, you guys.
Thanks to our Insta followers. Thanks to our Maddie's Twitter followers. We really enjoyed having your feedback. And also let us know if you guys like this little setup we got going here.
Yeah.
Or you
Pandemic
just like
style.
like our voices and not our outside
I mean,
appearances.
you could still press play and then just listen, but not
Yeah.
look.
But like we're cute, so
Yeah, that's true.
why not? You know?
But what's coming up? Can you tell them what's coming up next?
What's coming up next?
We don't even know. Huh?
They voted on was it male masculinity?
Oh yeah, toxic masculinity
There
was
we
a
go.
big one. I think we'll do that
that
next.
is a big
And then
one.
like
Toxic.
what was the other one? Did you like screen record? Screenshot?
Social media, like the beauty standards. That's a great one.
Like what you see on Instagram and you try to be that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Be that
we should do
person or
that.
something.
Yeah, that's a good
next.
one.
You
Yeah,
guys
that's a
really
good one.
voted. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Finally.
all of it. I know,
I
right?
know.
Watch out.
I know. We usually be asking, and sometimes we worked our
says
way there.
anything.
We worked our way there, though.
Yeah.
Quarantine, you got nothing to do, so.
Right.
We're coming back hot, y'all. No.
And on
Yeah.
that note, we're gonna end it.
The
Yeah.
moms are out.
Mommies are
Mommies are
out.
out.
I was Lauren.
I was Maddie.
And I am Lauren.
I've been Maya.
And I was Mer.
Bye, y'all.
Cheers.